Good morning, everyone. Thanks for joining us for North Dakota Today. I'm Lisa Bedeau here with Chris Berg.
Finally Friday.
Friday the 13th.
You know what else is going on today?
What?
It's a full moon, and it's the harvest full moon.
I don't know. I'm a little nervous. I kind of get caught up in that stuff. I don't know.
you?
Did you see any black cats when you came in?
Heck no. I don't have random cats showing up inside my house like you do.
My kids love cats. Yeah, I don't know. Nothing crazy has happened yet, but I feel like when there's a full moon or like a lot of like crazy criminal activity happens, I'm like, was it a full moon? So I believe in all of that. That kind of spurs people's
Speaking of crazy
weird
criminal activity, I just saw your bit about some guy got busted in Nebraska with like 8 gazillion pounds
Yes. You should look at the picture if you go to valleynewslive.com. There are two major busts, on the Nebraska State Patrol, and a Fargo guy was driving a van, and it was just full of marijuana, like bags and bags, but it was also like steroids and psychedelic mushrooms and...
Oh, it was like the whole gamut, huh?
Yes. And a handgun, a loaded handgun. But
Wow.
It's like the Nebraska State Patrol had posted some pictures. It was just like a heaping mound of, so I don't know, I suppose it was, I'm always impressed by law enforcement when they, spot and bust things like this. This was coming up from Nebraska. Who knows? Well, one guy was from Fargo, but there's this small town kind of close to where I live on Highway 52 in western North Dakota, Carpio.
Mm-hmm.
Small town, and the police officer there is like always busting taking the haul for
Really?
drug seizures too. So I don't know if he kind of just has an eye for, shady business that's coming through. It's, people.
A lot of them too, they have the dogs with them. So like a tail light will be out or whatnot, and the dog will kind of roll up and starts barking. And next thing you know, like, excuse me, sir, can I check your trunk? And the guy in the van, I'd love to hear the cop story about, what made him say, hey, there's drugs in here. And then to find, the pictures.
That much.
Unbelievable.
Well, it was a van, so they were able to pack more in a van. Sometimes I think, and I don't know if this is true, but I know we have different rules in North Dakota about like tinted windows and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
So when they're coming from different states, that's an easy way to stop them. And you're probably right, the dogs. But I don't know. I think there's probably, watch the news tomorrow because crazy stuff's going to happen today because of Friday the 13th and the full moon. Oh, no. Well, I'm in the news business, so I'm a little jaded. I know there's lots of stuff going on, and one of the producers of the newsroom's like, oh, this is a great day, great news day. Not that it's great that there was a major drug bust or that there was a chase in Moorhead or, it's like a whole list of things, but already lots of stuff going on because it's Friday the 13th.
So because it's the harvest moon, do you know, are the bison wearing their harvest helmets tomorrow?
I don't know. I bet they're not.
I doubt it, too, since it's away. But
they kind of save that for a home game.
Special occasions.
Mm-hmm. Like is it homecoming that they close?
Yeah, homecoming they usually do. They wore them that one time for the national championship game. So.
You know how I'm talking constantly about wanting to kind of revamp the studio, and I really want a couch. I feel like it'd be so comfy. I could take a nap between shows. Now I'm never going to get it. My boss is listening right now. I may have found the perfect couch for North Dakota Today. I love to show the craziest things ever. Don't you think North Dakota Today guests would feel comfortable sitting on this hot dog couch? It's a lavish, plush hot dog. Well, and it's adorned, which also has caused a lot of debate because there's a cucumber on this, a cucumber and a tomato. Apparently out east they put tomatoes on their hot dogs, which I was just a coney dog or not a coney dog.
Chicago dog.
Chicago, okay.
Oh, there you go, yeah.
But who puts a cucumber on? Oh, and look at that. Then, if we just have one guest or you're just doing a, solo interview, you sit on a hamburger chair in a hot dog.
I think that would be phenomenal for the studio.
I think so, too.
It kind of matches the
probably
bun.
In our budget because it's $7,100 plus tax. It's an Italian-made sofa, weighs more than 1,400 pounds. Probably couldn't move that around very much here in the studio. Shipping will cost you $300. Where is this from? Neiman Marcus, right?
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Good stuff. Okay, so maybe
that's like doesn't Louis Vuitton make a toilet cover too?
Well, that's what we have in the bathrooms here at Valley News Live.
Yeah, okay.
we're very fancy, very fancy. Okay, not so much. Okay.
Wait till you see our green room.
I thought it was entertaining. It made me laugh, but probably won't get that couch here. Saturday Night Live may have lost Leslie Jones last month, but they're making up for the loss by adding 3 new cast members to the show. Some new faces here. I'm probably going to kill the pronunciation on some of these names. Chloe
Finneman, maybe?
Finneman, Shane Gillis, Bowen Yang will be added to the cast as the season goes into its 45th year.
Wow.
Bowen Yang will be the first Asian American cast member for the show. The 45th season of Saturday Night Live premieres September 28th with host Woody Harrelson and, big musical guest, Billie Eilish. She's hot right now. So,
Not a fan of hers.
well, because you probably watched her videos. Her videos are a little bit.
She's just, don't let your kids listen to her. Let me just put it to you that way. Honestly, did you see her performance when she was on Kimmel? Like
No, I didn't.
her lyrics.
She's on the radio all the time. So you.
Yeah, just whenever she's on, turn the channel, turn it off.
Ouch.
Yeah. I'm just being honest. Listen to the lyrics and you'll be like, okay. I don't think the guys over here agree with me, but she is, it's not good.
All right. Well, box office preview for this weekend. Jennifer Lopez, one of our triple threat.
Are you gonna
I love
see
her
this?
music. I kind of want to.
Yeah.
I'm always way behind on seeing movies, but she's looking. Well, she always looks awesome, but she's even taken it up a notch. She seems to be getting better with age. The multi-talented star who just turned 50 over the summer is, of course, a multi-platinum singer, executive producer of NBC's World of Dance, which we love that show, and is now a bankable movie star. She has been for a while. You can see her put her gifts to work in a new film out this weekend. Here's Raphael
Did you write
Seth
this?
with this week's box office preview. You know what the movie's about?
Yeah.
Front hook, ankle hook, knee hook.
Jennifer Lopez goes beyond her world of dance in Hustlers. The triple threat plays a mother hen at a strip club, teaching young performers like Constance Wu her money-making moves. But it's J-Lo's brain that brings home the big bucks as she hatches a scheme to turn the tables on the Wall Street high rollers who frequent the establishment for plundering the nation's financial system. Hustlers is rated R.
It's like he sent me exactly where I needed to be and to who I needed to be with.
Ansel Elgort walks a divergent path in The Goldfinch. The Baby Driver stars as the survivor of a terrorist attack at a museum. The bombing claimed his mother's life when he was just 13, so to try to heal those emotional wounds, he gets support from other victims, a new mother figure in Nicole Kidman, and a valuable piece of that terrible day, a painting from the museum. The Goldfinch is rated R. Peter Sarsgaard delivers good vibrations in The Sound of Silence. This indie film stars the looming tower actor as a house tuner, someone who calibrates the sonic feng shui of people's homes to enhance the inhabitants' moods. But he comes across a particularly depressive case in the apartment of Rashida Jones and realizes romance might be music to both their ears. The Sound of Silence is not rated. That's the box office preview. Raphael Seth, NBC News.
Also out this weekend, Halloween thriller Haunt. And talking back about Jennifer Lopez, I was watching something on Facebook where, and a lot of workout classes now, you do pole dancing,
Yeah.
but she admitted it was like a lot harder than she thought.
Yes, I saw that.
She was covered in bruises, and she's like in incredible shape. So the fact that she admitted it was hard and had to work at it, it tells you something. So
I can't believe the preview didn't have Cardi B in there. I mean, Cardi B is going to be like a big attraction for that movie.
well, Cardi B or Jennifer Lopez. But they could have had her in there too.
People are saying that J-Lo may actually win an Oscar for this performance.
Really?
That's the rumor on the
She's
street.
an amazing actress, though. I love everything about her.
What's amazing is you think J-Lo, I mean, she was on, how did she start? Was she on
She's like a dance. She was a backup dancer or
right?
something.
On
Yep.
some skit show. She's been in a bunch of movies, and she said that when she had to go out and do her first scene in Hustler, what was it called again?
In
Honestly,
Living
Tony?
Color.
In Living Color.
That's a flashback. That's
When she had to go do her first scene, though, for Hustler, she's like, she was super nervous, like felt super uncomfortable, and finally she just was like, okay, I gotta shake it all off. So to think of J-Lo being nervous about that.
I'm surprised because she's also always like posting like fierce pictures
Right.
of herself in bikinis and stuff. And I love her in all of her romantic comedies. So this one, not so much a romantic comedy, but I think I'll still enjoy it. Okay, if you don't go to the movies this weekend, or maybe you go Saturday night because you can't not watch the Bison game. Remember, the Bison will be taking off to go to Delaware for a big game tomorrow. Don't forget to tune in to our Farmers Union Insurance Bison football pregame show. The game's earlier this week, so the pregame show starts at 11 a.m. Of course, the game starts at noon. The Bison are taking on the Delaware Fighting Blue Hens at Delaware Stadium. Our coverage starts at 12 noon. It's going to be a fun road game. And don't forget to tune in then Sunday morning as well to get the full recap of the game as we have our Bison football show with Matt Entz, sponsored by Gate City Bank. And that starts at 10:30 a.m. on KX4.
Are you going to nominate Coach Entz for an Emmy?
He is doing a really, I always think that's, he signs up to be coach. He doesn't necessarily sign up to be a TV guy.
I just love that that's your favorite show.
I do like it. I think it's great. All right, we have a great show planned for you today. It's a Bison Friday, so we're going to be talking about what's going on over at NDSU. And also, I'm very excited about this. We have a motorcycle in studio. We're going to be talking about the Stars and Handlebars weekend as well. Stay with us. It's all coming up here on North Dakota Today.